se wo ye bema na se wo ni oba etna na bebia one ne fa bebia o se o me wife ni o na fufuo nyina nim ne se o wife ni o na fufuo nyina na makwayi abom ye se o Mr and Mrs na ma ye yi ye kan say motu kwan abom ma bonso abom mo chanta dia abom mo ye sa ni o mani nyina abom a mo ye mo jimu atum say mo ya warefo nti mranso beka say mo ya warefo
ebusiampo mo magi atum
nti no kire say and o ka say o hwe pictures na lumba de ne call was it Nanadu say no also they call President Mahama ho or they call IGP Dampare ho all those places show programs upon program to show say ne yiri nti sanka owo nware numpo by enfan sanko emienu nitin sakura by his actions no nka kire so mawa and sanamra kire. That is presumption of marriage. It is there. And now, Papa na ye mami se wadim omukofa ne bae na obedi adanse ye no. O churechire mu say ye kan ware a. One of the things that yetimi determine say aware ewo ho is that bema no che asante amamre no se bema o ye panyimu efa oba usa. Na so one ne tena say ne yire na omobia hu se ne yire a ebusua ne fa ne se ye ne yire ti o ma ware mama se one witness and e be kan sa de no wo court so what you say
ya dwum nti ya kofa sa segment ya ba because other comment section o ma ho ye de yesu ehu se ne mo so mo pe ana dwum nti ne tore bia wo da onom anwache anadwo krampo a na video pop e wo phone no so no ebusia de trend e media no so ne abo anan ya social media platform ni na so eni akwa sesa ne aso ne so de ye papa wo mu no eni ye yiyi bro anu ti no ye bo rem yakwa akohwe de trend e media ne so aba
ye mra wo Ghana ne shell judge ne say you improve expert law na fa law not to say a Ghana law sana mra na koyo. And you know, going forward now the judge had to now so determine case as if he say or determine Hawaii Yashishan or Ghana. Okay. So I was saying it. And you know, or Baba share any idea and crack any idea and Omodia ba a chest Hawaii Yashishan Ghana. And honestly, so we share ordinance marriage either in Germany and now Yan or Ghana. Ordinance marriage, one of the first things are ultimately share. Say why we certificate because who are you church who are you AMA ni ideas agree and why certificate in the mount so and you know mama Akosua say one certificate na what they buy you know send your medical card no na ne signature ni so na yewura lumba so a signature ni so the judge ni say me fa ne say sadansi dia modia be e Ghana dia Ghana certificate no usually mu signature also. And nipa obedi adanse ma ye maame Akosua Serwaa ba ko kan say oh no wo ho ene ohun say wo mo sign certificate which means say ohun say wo sign dia ene e wo sign ka wo so it o share ye na eni so no say na sanchase no e mani ya din say mejiatum ebio certificate na mo de buy na ekuta any of signature na ekuta obi foforo German penyimu bi signature o wa abruchi. Now what is certificate bi ba and how the document bi ba na ekuta obi certificate obi signature na nipa ko no onye citizen of that country that should be first certified by Nipakron and as agency no wohono. Say say signature where you authentic because judge no Ghana no and Ghana how will we know say that signature is authentic except Nipakron issue document no or be certified. Now apart from so what certifying I was say what they call embassy no Ghana embassy na wo ho no
Germany
Germany ho no almost certified say oh yajitum says our signature we a free sa bia we I was Germany so I say because yes na ba Ghana eno na boy me yajitum and I judge mbeji atum because obi anu obetimi akoye sa investigation e di aba na just say yajitum says you know important na ntia sa authentication and as I say any 2 years we be find say crojin no important in say you see evidence ansa ye beji atum no e was say ye gitum say certificate ni crojin no necessary say you be determine say signatures ni ade no authentic ampa so enti no omantimi mami Akosua amantimi am making sure say nipa authenticate ade no obeye no e wo Germany anas obeye no e wo embassy ho no judge ni ka say edin se meji
se be nipa no so ni ho bio no
say a baby no free until they certify from there and then they go to the embassy. Okay. That is what it says. Okay. So not just yajiatum. Oh, now you rely on a lot of provisions. Waha. So at 161 no 123 and 123 no third one no na me show waha na for the no minya nanka yanka quickly na intie near article unica or say if reasonable opportunity has been given to all the parties to investigate the authenticity of a foreign official signature, the court may for good cause shown good cause shown order that it be treated as presumptively authentic without a certification. And you say, "Say my mom me enu mo parties in say my mom time say mo go check it say certificate ni authentic." Now mo back to me showing say obi reasonable effort and say ye we can it here now we can it here now we can it there na judge ni kan nyina bom na say okay and I even judge ni kwase me ni kan ono so ko hwehwe ni bi ka ho na say o kan nyina bom he is given the power to presume that it is authentic. But okay, judge, or say all those documents, efforts no more yeah no. I'm me drew him. I say me drew him. Say let us you try edema embassy for say effort almost all those things. She was not aware of it. Well, so it is very difficult to say from where she's sitting, say the effort was being made to make sure that the certificates are authenticated. So, and like I was saying, say ojiatum say Ghana mran o follow so dia. Also she say nyoma na omo de buy na emiti the standards are set for a Ghana court. And then also medical can say or say there was no signature on both sides, like Obani signature ni ho Bemani signature ni so nti osha ontimi admit say and I say okay, so me exclude even all these documents from it. I was saying to me, say, what the other evidence by bet me prove to me, say, still, mommy, any papa worried by civil marriage. It's a dear biona modi brain, modi picture ne buy. Picture modi buy, you know. Picture nature say, bear money or bat who almost signed document. Document, you know, obi and where the cray was. So, and you know, a bad thing, and then for he had to sit there and say, Michelle document to pay the abremia, a picture pay the abremia, a say, na almost sign a marriage certificate. It's very difficult to come to that. If I can categorically say, video mpo or home poa, and can not just met me so I can say, okay, we can say, because video the aware na yeah why nti ye bebusa some questions usually our idea most of the time it is consent nti ye busa obi a consent say open so well nti nka no kura da boana ma ne I come to the conclusion say aware bi koso so nti amami hu say some of the pictures and some of the videos na about no that any judge nani so what I say and I know that mami because e bia na lawyers no kura o busa say give us all this evidence na yen fa go prove case in ma but obi afa mo and clients always do that because sometimes ye koye case a utimi ma pressure me here yen fa ma and so assemble ye ka say na say na we kura wo nti no but court there they bia no obi determine a case based on the evidence their brain and your court system no most of the time almost all the time and yet the judge no responsibility say or beka copy evidence ni bi dia bebo bi because yes sir onye yempo yes waje bribe na nka yes your judge no hwehwe no akopay we nya odi beba betu nanim no eno no dey ebe ye adwuma bajo okay oh
macho
okay no okay
okay
It
was wrong. I'm calling. I want to understand the OTN.
You are my co-host.
But there are certain things na yagia to mansa case in your best start. Yeah, you lawyer for they be a pleadings near the pleadings which say oh be chopper say masem new say first start. Yeah, you lawyer for they be a pleadings near the pleadings which say oh be chopper say masem new say into shani say mami. Now the evidence call. All the evidence acquire. The first thing is so be at the evidence be bad no be can same be now on name you object to it. Okay, say we me play we anya sa net here. So one object to it. The first thing a judge in the final say we na fana no correct unless he say there's other evidence on record e be boa man ka say okay we there anya sa net here. Enti o ka say mami Akosua from 1999 like obiajitu 1991 obiajitu say oware that limba by custom well and no it was obian challenge lawyers na challenge and yeah no a fact
so that means after they know say no yawa mamene oyelumba
customary if you are because mami samra mechi say mami Akosua timi prove say na warrior na why was German and no ejinemu na judge ni G2 mu enka the customary marriage na hu hia because of converted the call and I say judge ni G2 mu enka ontimi hold say mami Broni oni lumba why because so why by custom na mra ya G2 ma eno ye monogamous and ma kwan ma hu why bi nka ho nti amfa ho whatever enka ontimi nyintu say oni mami Broni aware but because or say the proof to prove say civil marriage existed in Germany was not and enough the final standard of woman to me a new standard you know but say video no na before the court what was the evidence via no evidence the judge or pronounce on evidence as at the time or pronounce no na done him
okay it when undone
him it is a ni nanim there no war and all the can asem na the other can asem no so no me ameti as a lawyer no me instead who man say a man no you see any man crudging sana man de BST
nti enye se o dani bibi mrana no use ye no
me tell you very difficult to see say wadani bibi in any way. So because documents na foreign no say you authenticated so jituma nko jituma nka court of appeal so betimi aka say no adewe na nya properly authenticated until ombeka say no they can overturn it. Ena senka yetimi prove or timi mami Akosua timi prove say na warrior ne jama warrior say na tie me ametimi ama me ho example my sister oye ni divorce wo America well because oye traditional marriage wo Ghana no na America for no person omote how Ghana marriage tie enti lawyer bi sija ko MP so am MP John Dako ono di adanse e ma me sister so and omojitum say okay nti Ghana aware say na tie and omojitum so nti no a very necessary requirement and because Supreme Court hold it say so what foreign law is you find say a fact that must be pleaded and proven at all times and because foreign law it misses anytime ebia the next year na sisa until untimi nya established law mfan to ho every time bi obi ka say I'm using foreign law biano you plead it you prove it that's how it is until no or disregarding all those things no not just all share evidence na war record no so me pictures no mu show yes show for say wawari ordinance no just picture no say and AI ni ade no
picture one giant
because picture nkwa enye enough for her because I say nipa mienu omote ho a wo mo sign ade how can you confirm say my certificate no mo sign so Lord here proof prove bibia prove ni here
because sa video ni kan ho dia
ka video no e bia anka beboa so
no mo ye bia no mo ko wedding bi go share video
yes I
no me say we see very important me say man for so dream say gentina court ne ka say mami odo Broni and so ye after what hold this mami Serwaa ye by custom I was say kindness by custom in the court not to no but church mu say Ghana ye waware miensa your traditional marriage your marriage by Mohammedans ordinance and your marriage by ordinance so na traditional marriage you know a bane bema ene ware ene ebusia na bema no etimi ware bi ka ho so pa
traditional marriage
traditional if any potentially polygamous this all potential and by force
be account
tradition etimi ware 2000 here so obetimi ahwe and cramofo de no it set say traditional marriage no the mam na bless so ni ade by no etimi ware 4 4 and ordinance marriage you know there or why baako Ghana between Bema and Yoba no other in the explain is no can say if or say obi worry by traditional just otimi worry bika ho so and oba mami odo Broni so and I say mami odo Broni ne witness obe di adanse man no oba no o say aware na ye hihye o ma hihye yo daddy number fie wo Tantra Hills no omo okobi and by the way judge ne ka say sa witness no o jini deeper change the other witnesses no also credible and maminka we nche obia say judge bia wo tumi say otimika say obi credible and obi nya credible because here yeti he nyina ye kasa ko obi kasa na say bi antro wo mukra e bia wo unko training kra otimi hu say ade we die for instance me busa question say mazola shoe ye white na why share shoe no wadwe ho be 2 minutes. My first impression is wunya abedi intro because automatic say white. Well, some of the things that the chair judges no mo come school into the court of appeal and overturning judgment just easy keke because the judge no be your case no or that advantage otimi who witness by witness better nim send your mo ho send your mo kasa na yi into otimi decide say we are credible we nya credible and na wo kasa nso na say won sam nsisi so and na wo kan we na ochina wa kan we a and my yaka straight away say we nya credible and na your watch on witness statement no so wo ba na so wo be di adanse ye busa wa ye toto wa no said ya na asema watch on and one na wo kan and also ye ma wo efili say we are credible. And the edikan or say papa no di adanse no he was very credible and he said say he was there when they got married. In addition to that no me to me tender videos show say lumba na bonus bie na no aka say we ya ne ye ma me odo Broni ne ye ne ma me ye na sew and all those things. The same way Lumba na in his birthday or ka say mami Serwaa ne ye and also ka ho judge ne share no so ka ho nti no ka say no so cry nti no still we gidi say mami Serwaa still or traditional marriage with Daddy Lumba. Nti no or share all those evidence pieces of evidence na no say otimi establish facts and say eyampa say Lumba ware maame no na so ware maame ne dia nan dia ne no ohwehwe ne say o ware sa maame ni nyina na omu mienu nyina abaye ne yire na the intention no because by as late as his 60th birthday if he no otimi still otimi ka say maame say wire ne yire ene na che say no ogidie say maame no ye ne yire ena senior oni maame odo atena and then our woman 6 there were people present when Owari there were pictures showing say ordinary show obia say so no sanka say even po sanka wanya ne ho ade a emramu no ya wo bibi e friend no presumption say aware ejina ebema ne oba entem say wo ya bema na say woni oba etna na bebia oni ne fa bebia o se o me wife nie ona fufu onyinya nim ne se o wife nie ona fufu onyina na makwayi abom ya se o Mr and Mrs na ma yeyi ye kan se motu kwan abom ma bonso abom mo chantade abom mo ye sa ne o mani nyina abom a mo ye mo ajimu atum se mo ya warefo nti mranso beka se mo ya warefo ebusiampo mo maji atum nti no chese and o ka se o he pictures na Lumba de ne call was it Nanadu say no also de ne call President Mahama ho or de ne call IGP Dampare ho all those places show programs upon program to show say ne yiri ni nti sanka o won ware numpo by emfansan ko emienu nitin sakura by his actions no nka kire so mawa and sana mra kire that is presumption of marriage it is there and papa na ye mama se wadim omkofa ne baaye na obedi adanse ye no o kire mu say ye kan ware a one of the things I yetimi determine say aware ewo ho is that bema no share asante amamre no se bema o ye panyimu efa oba usa na so ne ne tena say ne yire na omobia hu say ne yire a ebusua ne fa ne say ye ne yire ti o ma ware mama say one witness and e be kan sa de no wo court so what you say
Benede I don't have personal information. They the papers for you and
Kare baako no mo nko hu ebusu omu tu ni pe no omo aye no sesi na asemi abe sesi ebusuafo tu no me
ebusu enti na court determine no se court determine a ebusuafo agitum ma mencho
nti se bi so anje antum
unti be nyintum obia ni tumi nchen court ye show court show say ye bibi no anya yetimi chill contempt obekwa ko betimi akoda fiase enti ma men ko back na men che wase aware traditional marriage and a customary marriage no edi kan between oba no and bema and also between ebusiano mienu no o ti ase na important say ebusiano ye part of our yes but the most important is say bema ni oba no ebeje penny say won be ware so enti say bema ni oba tina for so many years and sir anyway it only comes up usually when SCCA bi ya bem because almost dia e bi obi anka say me ebia one day oba na bema ne ti wa na oma tina for a long time na ba kwa sorry say me kwa ware obi foforo because after all women two teens ebia na one na tina mama ye japade awu nkola ne ade nyina bebre nti the question is the no moti ho ye no na ya ware ananya ware nti sa ayi no na court bem eba be determine say we ya ware ananya ware na was standard and standard nam de ma on say one kasa no woni oba no na mu hold mu ho out say mo ya ware for mo ko program together mo payment idea pepepe mo year donation together ya ware it is so if that is proven in court then the court will say that there is a presumption that na mo ware so I want it ntia odo Broni ware Krana senior
mpacho witness Mr. Kantaka no one na de ne buy
ma me say one na de ne buy
okay no obechire
ono de so mo so bi no nti oba buy no obeka senior onim amamrete and that is good because court no yepe no kre nti yepe obi o wonim die na osan beka no kre nti no ensema o kan no eno na judge no kre use here because ono ano onim Asante Amamre to Mr. Kantanka. So, and you know, I said, dear Mr. Kantanka, cry, and no crown so no, and yet just Mr. Yen any minia bemot here, presumption of marriage, always there. Because and yet they be an obi koti obi tinsa. But Obani bema to mix na ma a drew baby. Emramuno Obani to me claim say me a wife and Abema ma cohabitating for a long time and it has been proven by mo conduct say my a wife for
ebusiafo nim
but my yama is in abeji yabeji to say my a wife for
so that means a plaintiff witness ebe boa defendant in the case.
Problem. And you know, judge in shares and your money nyina wo ena odi making decisions say or share that the lumba and oka bibi minim say bi mo aka judgment no mo ntiase o ye ya be discuss even the issue of domicile mechanic domicile che say baby a wote so na emremu no usually no na nka baby a wo no ehomra ene ye di adwuma so na emremu ne wo domicile ne wo ni ye place of you kind of domicile of origin and domicile of what's the other one? Of choice. Thank you very much. What kind of
my co-host?
What being?
Document.
So
document is in your head.
Now, so kase domicile of origin and the all patch and say, honey a wo. And Ghana for baby it is maybe I won't work Ghana, but or US citizen because.
This is nipa no undi nine can say Ghana they na still oyeje because ye tie ye nim say Lumba ekita
German citizenship. Nti ebi mu fi say oh na say we cry there na nka German for omo ayom tim be form body kokra ne ade. E na judge ne kire say wo domicile no a wo na no ne ehwe so emra edi determine wasem. So what you say. Na domicile ni wo domicile of origin ni wo domicile of choice. Origin no ye baby e wo ni ade. Domicile of choice wa kofa. But domicile of origin no lose because automatic ya wo no we ya Ghana ni we ya dia lose who could domicile of choice na yes wa ba be fasa domicile na emom so wo free baby a wa kwa choose say wo tena ni ade na wo sa sesa wo suban ni wo bibia na wo san ba wo domicile of origin na yet say we to domicile of choice na
passport
encourage just what to actually no was but na ohodi as a fact say well who say Lumba betina Ghana for more than 17 years
yeah
na so bia opeso we Germany no enka obekọ Germany kakrampo but o see the tina bia Ghana awa betina awo ma 6 ewa ha enti ono na dream no sisia no opeso ye Ghana ni
opeso still no kita passport
no nka but say ye share the law na was say apply no say I was so apply Ghana law because who say Lumba no opeso tena Ghana no ye Ghana ni well in that context enti judge no otonibo say me share judgment na me who say otonibo eko bebia fifi mu bebi wo kra otonibo na o say o me chewe ama Ghana for atiase because me who say interest wo case ni enti anya say interest no na determine case no ba me chere say be a obia benya atiase kakra about sane ye mra no efa aware ho no esitiefa so enti no minim say me pursue ha minim say be a question bi be ba na
okay in the market me clarify
cousin
oh me kasa sana ana okay
na person me this question okay now cousin pacho ye mami time ko wire na ni din akasa this
okay into that issue came up during a cross examination then is in a Schindler into oboware that Lumba
mban
now obey fusu
okay me pacho ye mami na no oti Germany ansana that Lumba le ko hwa na oni ni na akoy
into that one means menche but what's the factor ye pleading and witness it may ye indicating now there they started dating okay somewhere 1985 1991 no way customary marriage bomb so then they moved to Germany
na fo nyina anya impression is ade na emre because usini amba out na ohun bloggers cameras na yetin sama woka ema obi anya afek say other side for kwa no mo yem hyehye wo mo because o ma ehun sade na ye simple but na wo submission kire sade no uhun from the beginning
you see
say a lot of complications e wade enum ana meboa
no beba
and so me bawo you see ni friend is obeto boabo wa tio ni friend is obeto boabo wa ne nurse bi sunti na so obeto boabo it is said na usinia eba out wa omu bi hu so ade we dey kuko ba bi kwa me ko tu twi bi o kan wo say e be start case no obode bi din na idru ehọ ani bi hu bibi oyusu twi bi che say ehọ na obekere ne power enne akosi baabi akosi ena motra chirim
okay
ipacho what ma say eti adenti na mama madam ehu say anti say wa ehu say ade no enye simple sa
so the life of the law the lawyers will tell you the life of the law has never been straight and simple like that into every case be present each one it's not make a day the same facts the same evidence when presented to a different judge will come to a different conclusion. In fact, you see, yes, anytime it may come to a different conclusion. In fact, you see, there is this school of thought in law, American realists. Oliver Wendell Holmes will tell you, the law is in the bosom of the judge. So what Judge A We will say, record of proceedings, we will see, but this place, he admitted this, he admitted that. Based on this, no, he deserves it. Another judge will not turn the mind over there. Or no, when I look at this, when I look at that, he doesn't deserve it. In some America, the same facts when presented to a different judge, it may come to a different. In fact, this year, we've won a similar case like that. Senior William Kusi, we won a similar case.
Like that. We are.
Oh yes, foreign marriage. So based on, in America, the judge Biani, based on the fact presented to him, the evidence led may come to a different conclusion. Judgment or opinion of the court. You get it? Judgment, the opinion of the court. So somebody can even somebody.
Moving is a case before this one. I said after
so
this.
So that was even before.
And
in fact, even that one. So even that one, you see, even that one, authentication was a problem. But you know, there were so many ways we led evidence to prove.
But that's how I highlighted to you.
So you get it.
This one, there were so many ways.
Internal maker there. When you are proving in evidence, so many ways, provided there are legal means of proving your case. That is evidence. You get it. Internal maker there, the same facts presented to a different judge may come to a different conclusion. The same facts presented to a different judge will come to the same conclusion. You get it? So, judgments are opinion of the court. There have been situations, somebody will not get it at the trial court, will go to appeal, will not get it. We'll go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will be like,
lawyer.
This, then they will change.
When you say, can you see, I say, judgment is not based on law.
No, see,
yes,
you see, I have one belief, I have one opinion, me personally. That is why I always welcome dissenting opinions from more drain out of the box. Because I have a personal belief that it's either we are all mad or we are all right. It's either we are all correct or we are all wrong. There should be somebody who should think outside the box. When you take judgment, so what for judgments now? You think they write it simple like that? Watertight. But on appeal, it turns into something else. What it means is that when you sit down, when you do your homework well, on appeal anything can happen. Judgments are not written lightly. So nanka said them na yebeka there. So nanko bia nko appeal. No mebo. No mamika say said nanka them na ote there. Nanko bia nko appeal because every judgment is well written. So it's up to you, the lawyer, to read and see where you put your foot.
Said what judgment now. Or just ordinary essay.
Oh, every judge. You see, let me tell you something. Okay, Mamika be been sure. Mamika be been sure. You see, our Almighty. You see, one of judges and recent times I revere most. I have extreme respect most. His Lordship Justice Dochi or retirement. Now you see Tago case, I remember Arnold Troy Sinameboa. Tago case, yes, Dochi, he wrote it. Quite a nice judgment on appeal. Well, you to them on the courtroom, they said it was cancerous on appeal. They said that judgment was cancerous and it should be removed like a tumor from our legal system. So there is no judgment written lightly. So that is where, when you get judgment, when it comes to judgment, it's just a fraction of the whole thing that happened. You get the whole proceedings. It's like this. You, which is not before you, you get it. What is before you is pieces of evidence, never then the judgment. You cannot come to a firm conclusion or maybe a different conclusion. But when you have the full, how do you call it, the full proceedings before you, when you read it from, this one is just part of it. It's not even full, it's just part of it. When you have the whole thing and you read, or you see maybe evidence which was adduced, whatever, a judge may come to a different conclusion. That is why we appeal. So we appeal because we want judgment, we want a judge or those judges sitting at there to come to a different conclusion. So that is where we we bring pointers out. We point some places we think maybe the trial court, no. Nanko so you say nanko so den adwin kwa ha say wan fa nkowo. Nti based on that nti yeah.
Council say you know about next week on appeal no. Still you never bado.
No. We are not seeking. In fact, saying yeah, what can stay of execution and be them? No.
So we can still do the funeral.
In fact, you see, Akosua Serwaa is not talking about obey, stay, obey, no obey. No, that one is with the family.
Oh, okay.
In fact, since there is another suit affaired, the family so worry. That one is a family affair. That one is not even from our chamber, so that one is the family. Debbie. It's the family, so it's a family affair. Appeal the but my patch there is I don't know if you know. Yes, yes, a suit. I know. Yes.
Oh, that suit is not from your
Debbie. It seems it's one a craft firm or something like that. Yeah. So okay, that one is a family affair.
The new suit in free momo. No. It's momo deni yeden na.
It's just Mami Akosua Serwaa. She is our client.
Okay.
So you see, Mami Akosua Serwaa on appeal, some of the reliefs we're seeking will be moot.
Okay.
In law, a mooter, it does not present live controversy for the court to resolve. Today kuna semi day. Every nobody wanna say why you know it is moot. In law, that is how we call it because time in every day you couldn't wait him. But you see, the law is such a way that if the problem is likely to reoccur for future purposes' sake, they can decide on it. The court will decide, say, you be decide on the kuna no.
Into that number for court.
Into Monday they are going to do settling of records. Into what parties in the baba obiaba betre ebiana eyi ye de beka ho eyi be ye from abedinsa na all the way so that the record will be clear. We compile the record. When they finish compiling the record, we forward it to the Court of Appeal. Then Form 6 will be served. When Form 6 is served, you have 21 days to write your submission. We'll be also on it then.
Can I find out? The funeral empress is saying this on the 13th,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And like you rightly said, we'll lead counsel a lawyer Kusi. Yeah. You are representing the interest of Mama Kusi.
Yeah.
So just a minute.
You have to seek permission.
I'm sorry. My lady,
can
I thank you? And like you are saying, you represent the interest of Mama Akosua. Yeah. So on Lawson FM, I heard your lead counsel, your senior lawyer, because he's saying that the funeral is going to happen on the 14th. Who sanctioned him to say that to the general public?
Well, what I can say is, Mami Akosua Brempoma ne yakane senkra
Mama China.
Mami Akosua Brempoma ne seems of Pokunum ne at the end. The immediate family of that Lumba. It seems they came up with that date. So maybe if he said that, though I've not watched the video, but maybe if he said that, maybe it was based on that premise. Maybe another can't say, but I've not watched the video myself. That's what I can say. But I knew, I remember when they were coming to chamber, that was the dates they were suggesting because of what's that Lumba Nimbenumbi dates in favor one and some other in the Mandema Binti. That was the dates the immediate family were suggesting. That's what I can say.
So, assuming the funeral numbers on the 13th of December, how will the appeal affect that? Or the appeal process more share for property rights,
so,
will reading, blah blah
so,
blah. So you're not looking the appeal. It's about something ahead.
So the thing is, you see, it is. You cannot run away from it, but it is an obvious fact that. You see, it's an obvious fact that definitely, if I'm to use your words, when the issue came up, is a prelude to something. There definitely is a prelude to who will apply for maybe if there is no will, letters of administration, all those things. Definitely is a prelude to that. And see, when they appeal, some of our reliefs, might be moot. Some of our reliefs might be moot. In lot, some of our reliefs might be moot. It might be moot because it does not present live controversy for the court to decide. Today, kunano. Because the court inside kunano, court appeal now So what are you get it? But if or a event it might reoccur in other situations to come, the court will go ahead to decide. So that if such situation happen in other cases, this is how we go about it. So there is this American case, if I remember correctly, Roe and Wade. Now about abortion case. In fact, when the court reached the Supreme Court of America, but so the court went ahead to decide on the person's right as to whether aborts are at certain age, at certain months, the third trimester or not. You get it? But after that time, you know, then can you look at the case as some why moot because people know how we but the court reasoned that no, because when it comes to pregnancy, it can reoccur. So not necessarily this particular case, but there can be other cases which will come, which would definitely will involve this. So let us decide on it. So the court can decide on appeal. They can decide to go into the reliefs. So it has not come. We are still making efforts. It has not come. But you see, one thing you have to also notice on appeal, we don't adduce fresh evidence on appeal. Yeah. It's difficult. It's upon exceptional situations before you can adduce fresh evidence on appeal. So those exceptional situations are that, okay, you must demonstrate to the court. You must lead evidence and demonstrate to the court that at the time trial court case, you know, there was some evidence. It was not in your personal possession. It was in the hands of a third party. In fact, you took steps to get it. You didn't get it. You made diligent effort to get it. You didn't get it. Now it is ready. That is the first hurdle. Then the second hurdle is you have to show to the court that if this evidence, if Court of Appeal or Supreme Court, if we admit it, will it change the decision of the case? If it will not change the decision of the case, you can make diligent of effort. The court will deny granting you. You get it? But if the court sees that, oh, you made diligent of what a trial now it was in the hands of a third party, then the court deems it that, okay, let's weigh the probative value. Will it still change the decision of the trial court? If the court will weigh, then the court sees that, okay, it will change the decision of the trial court. The court can grant it. So it's like two hurdles for you to cross. But adducing fresh evidence on appeal, no, it's not easy. It's not allowed. That's the general rule. Yeah. But the exception is what I've broken down and explained to you. You get it? Yeah. Okay.